Hi everyone. Did I just see a touchy nose thing? We weren't ready for the camera. But hi everyone. Tonight on the couch I have Trisha. And Trisha's got a story that I really feel that a lot of you would share out there, or you would know someone that's lived through cancer. And of course we're talking about breast cancer. So I'm going to have a little bit of a chat to you about what was the first thing that you did? Like, how did you find, what was the very first thing that led you to go and investigate or think that there was something wrong?
Found a lump under my arm. I had conditions for a little while. I couldn't feel anything. And then I found a lump. And so I thought, it's a gland.
Is that because you do your check? You do your check, your monthly
I do
check?
my checks,
Yeah.
yes.
And that's why you found it? So that's a really important factor. I think that women should really do the check and
have a mammogram.
And have a mammogram, yeah.
Which I hadn't had.
Ah, so you've never had one?
Oh, I had mammograms, but I was really fit and healthy. My greatest issue was the stress that I was under. So that, I believe, is one of the major factors for me in this journey of breast cancer.
So you were nice and healthy, looking after yourself?
Very fit.
Very fit and very healthy. So then you found the lump, you've gone to, where did you go to from there?
I found the lump and I thought, well, I'll just wait and see. So 3 weeks later it was still there. I thought, I better have it checked. And I did. Immediately the doctor sent me for a mammogram and an ultrasound. And then I had to have a biopsy and they found cancer in that lymph node. They straight away knew it was cancer in the breast. It was very small at that point, and even when they took it out, it was still quite small, but it was stage 3 aggressive. So it was stage 3 aggressive.
Okay, so that's pretty bad. I mean, I don't know a lot about this. I'm still learning about, so that's something to be very aware of, yeah?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay. So did you feel sick or anything? Like you feel
No,
any
I did
different?
actually, because I'm into nutrition and cellular well-being, and really taking care of my body at a cellular level of feeding it super nutrition, I got a flu, which I hadn't had for 5.5 years. And then shortly after I got over that flu, I got a cold. And the warning signs were there. And then after that, whilst I had the cold, I got the lump under my arm, and I thought, my immune system is a bit sideways, I better fix this up. So that's when I went to the doctor. I didn't feel sick with any other thing, I just had a cold.
So how long was this from the time you found the lump to now you're at the doctor?
3 weeks.
Wow, that is pretty fast. I'm thinking, that would got to be 6 months down the track or something. So no, that quick. I mean, you really have to act on things like that so quickly.
You do.
Yeah. Okay, so 3 weeks after you're at the doctor's, and then what was the next thing that happened for you?
Immediately she sent me for a scan and an ultrasound, and then it was a biopsy. And within, I think, probably only about 10 days, I was scheduled for surgery. And I had a lumpectomy, and I had my lymph nodes removed under my arm. I had 10 lymph nodes removed, and one of those presented, the one that I felt presented with cancer.
Wow.
But it was growing very rapidly. So when I first went to the surgeon, she couldn't feel the lump in my breast, barely. When I went back for my checkup before I went in for surgery, she could feel it. So it's imperative that women act quickly, because this was aggressive.
Yeah, I mean, it's just so common now that when you're talking to people, isn't it? Like they've had some form of cancer and breast cancer. Like, there's so many women that I know that have lived through breast cancer, and some that didn't quite make it, So it is
17,900, Kelly, will be diagnosed with breast cancer this year. About 400 of those will be men. So
we
it's
don't
a
think about the men.
amount of people being diagnosed, and there's all sorts of different cancers. Mine was a human growth hormone cancer, and it pretty much comes about because of your age, because I'm old.
How old are you?
I'm 71.
She looks fantastic. 71.
And, you know, I was pissed off when I got cancer because I was fit. Biologically, I was only 59. I knew that I was young. So thank God I had looked after my nutrition and my cellular well-being for 5 years, because going into chemo, it's a pretty daunting experience. I breezed through it. You know, really, I still exercise, I still had energy, but it was, you know, you're inflamed from here to here. So, you know, you can often, it creates a lot of problems with your gut. So you need good nutrition. You need something you can absorb.
So obviously you felt that was really important for you and got you through at a different level had you have not been healthy.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So obviously seeing, you know, doctors and things like that, what were they saying to you about the fact that you were so, you know, healthy? Or how was it for you that when you'd have some sort of treatment that you were still okay, and like you had, because I know women that have gone through it and they've just got no energy, you know, so you had chemo after?
I had extensive chemo. I had 3 months of being bombed with, I can't remember what that was called, but it was a pretty aggressive chemo. You pee pink for 3 days, which is really interesting.
That would match my hair.
It was perfect. And then you know, for me, I did that every 3 weeks. So one day in that 3 weeks, probably 14 days in, I would have nothing in the tank, nothing, which is so unlike me because I'm a moving, active person. But I still went to the gym. I still had the energy to do. I still continued to work my business. And then I went on to paclitaxel and
What's paclitaxel?
Paclitaxel is another type of chemo, and that you get weekly.
And what's that tablet form?
No, I have a little port here. I had a port here, so I had it injected straight in here, and it's intravenous, and that goes down in your heart. So the thing that stopped me in my tracks was Herceptin can leave you with a damaged heart, and about 3 or 4th treatment in, I couldn't have any more Herceptin because my heart function, my left ventricle, had dropped from 62% down to 35%, which means I had mild cardiomyopathy.
And is it like something that's common, or what are the chances of that happening?
They don't tell you it's common, but in actual fact it's very, very common. They say 3%, but in my looking through it, 65% of women can get a heart disease from it. It can recover, and so I can't have Herceptin anymore at the moment, and my heart went down to 18%. So I went from mild cardiomyopathy to severe cardiomyopathy, and it was 5 weeks. So I couldn't walk across the room. It was the most awful feeling. I had nothing. This very fit woman went from, you know, bopping around at the gym to hardly able to shower herself. I was an invalid. Fortunately, I changed cardiologists, and the cardiologist said protein recovers your muscles. And he liked the fact that I took protein shakes, and he liked the fact that, you know, he says there's a lot of research being done on CoQ10, which helps recover the heart. Magnesium helps recover the heart. So after 9 weeks, I've gone back to 35% heart function, and usually it takes 12 months to get back there.
Wow.
So I'm kicking ass.
Yeah, you
he's
are.
blown out of the water with it.
That's great.
I'm back at the gym.
So you went in with cancer, and then you come out basically with a heart problem. So is this something that'll stay with you, or?
Probably. I'm looking at a recovery of about 50%, but I'll always have to stay on medication. Cardiomyopathy is something that is a realistic fact in your life. I met a lady today, she will always have to stay on medication as well. She has cardiomyopathy as well, from Herceptin.
Is that, same.
Same.
So is that the function of your heart? Or?
What it is it's the left ventricle doesn't pump the blood out of the heart properly. So your oxygen level, you don't get your oxygen.
Hence why you didn't want it, you couldn't even walk across the room.
Couldn't walk, you know, and so it's very important throughout a cancer journey to maintain your lean muscle mass, because the more lean muscle mass you have, the higher your oxygen level. And so I was at 62% lean muscle when I went into this journey, and 48% at the end of my chemo, which was amazing. I'd only gained 7 kilos. They say you're going to gain about 14. They say between 10 and 14 kilos because you have steroids to stop you vomiting. I didn't have any problem I didn't vomit, ever. I didn't have any problem at all. It's only the heart that's caused me the problem.
And that's something that's happened because you've gone in and you've been treated for breast cancer.
Yeah, and it is a side effect of that treatment. But they don't tell you. In the States, they give every woman who may be susceptible to heart problem going on a septin, they give them a beta blocker. I was already susceptible because I had a slight blood pressure problem. So I should have had a beta blocker. But right now out here in Australia, they don't do that.
Now, what's a beta blocker?
A beta blocker slows your heart down.
Oh, okay.
So it's not pumping massively. So, yeah. And so I'm on beta blockers.
There's just so much to it, isn't there?
It's a journey. I'm very grateful I had this journey because I always knew that I was on the right track with my nutrition. And I dropped 22 kilos, and I've been able to maintain that. So I knew that I was physically very fit. And, you know, at 69, to have a muscle mass of 60-something% is pretty damn good. Because, you know, you need your muscle for everything. You need it to keep you upright. So I was very happy that I'd done that journey.
Even though you went through what you went through.
Yeah, but you know what? It's been a blessing, Kelly. It's been a blessing because I've met incredible people throughout this journey, and it's taught me to be humble, and it's taught me to understand. Somebody said to me once, "You're tired." I would think I'll get over it. But when I was tired, nobody said to me, "Well, get over it." They were beautiful. So it's taught me to be a much more understanding person. And sometimes we need that kick in the ass to do things like that.
So true, isn't it?
It is.
So what does your daily routine entail now? Are you on plenty of medication? And No? It's fantastic.
Hardly any medication. I take 7.5 mils of beta blocker in the morning and 7.5 of a special blood pressure tablet at night. Occasionally I take a fluid tablet because I end up with fluid all around the lungs. The interesting thing about the journey with cancer is you have to be in control. You have to know that it's your journey, Kel, because if you don't, you'll have a doctor that waltzes into your hospital bed and says, "We've got a health plan for you." And you think, "I didn't get that discussed with me. Well, how can they make a decision about my health plan? This is my journey. And I'm excited about this journey. Yes, it's breast cancer, but I want to know where I'm going." So you have to know, you have to do your research. If you
take control of that.
Take control of your journey and be proud of it. You know, I never wore a cap. I wore a cap. I went bald everywhere because I think embrace the moment of breast cancer because there's so many women get it and they hide behind those bloody stupid scarves and, you know, do bald elegantly is my attitude. Do it elegantly, you know. Don't hide behind it, you know. The funniest thing was I was bald and it hadn't rained for ages. So I rushed, as soon as it rained, I rushed outside to feel the rain on my bald head because I've never experienced that before. And it tickled.
Well, you have because you've got hair. So that was a new experience.
And they're all new experiences and, you know...
It's the attitude to have, isn't it?
It is.
That's what gets you through.
You know, I had a girlfriend who cried and witted and wept and basically I said to her, "I'm not going to talk to you anymore because you're pissing me off because I don't feel like that about this. I feel like this is a gift I've been given and I need to lead the way. I need to be a light. And I'm a light in this industry, in this journey of breast cancer. And who knows? We're all terminal. We get out of... We're born with terminal.
True.
Yeah.
And your work is nutrition, so I mean, at least you've got that knowledge. But just something I want to touch on, because there was a situation when you were in hospital or something, when a doctor or something wanted
any situation.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a really good way of putting this, but anyway, there was a situation.
There was a situation.
Yeah. So
There were many situations. Are you referring to when I went to hospital with the fluid on my lungs?
yes.
Yeah, so I went to hospital with fluid on my lungs. I did not want to be there. I didn't. My daughter raced to the emergency and said, "My mother can't breathe." And the next thing, I'm sitting in a commode chair being wheeled in. You know, it was the most embarrassing moment of my life, sitting in a commode chair. Anyway, I then get put in bed, and then they want to inject me with all sorts of stuff, and I'm like, well, "Why are you doing that? I'm not happy with that." And then they're going to put me on antibiotics just in case. Just in case what? You know? So I refused those things because I didn't feel that that was right for my body at the time. And they were pissed off with me, and I don't mind me saying that. They were.
But I mean, that's an important thing, because, you know, you go to hospital, and I know sometimes we're going in the emergency ward, and you believe wholly and solely that these professionals are doing everything that they can. But if you don't feel good about something, you know, question it. Don't go ahead with it because they're the doctor. You know, like, you know, at least ask the questions, get the answer. Why am I taking this? What is it for? What is it going to do? Because, like you say, so many times we're in the hospital or wherever, a doctor's surgery, and we're just like, yep, okay, well, they know what's best. But like, you had a feeling. You knew that it wasn't good for your body. You didn't want that to happen. So you asked the questions. You were able to make the decision.
Because it's my body.
That's right.
It's my journey. And so, lucky I didn't have the actual blood thinner, because I had fluid on the lung, and so I needed to have that exercise out of my body. And so that was an interesting story. So I get taken down after 3 days, and I've made a decision about how I'm going to have this. And when I get down there, they don't want to do it that way. And I'm like, no, I'm not having that. I'm not having a tube with stitches. There's all these people in this ward waiting to see this surgery, looking to be trained, but I'm not having that. I'm having a needle. So I asked the doctor, his name was Miguel. I said, "Dr. Miguel, I'm your mother. And as your mother, how would you take this fluid out of your mother's lung? How would you do that? Because if they put a tube in, the chances are they can collapse your lung, and that's another form of recovery." So he said, if I was dealing with my mother, I would use an injection. I would slowly calm down. I said, "I'm your mother." But this doctor came in, head of whatever where he was, and he bullied me into having it the other way. And basically, I had to say, bugger off. Not doing it like that. I'm Miguel's mother. He's a treat me like that. And, you know, it was tiring to do that. But it's also quite detrimental to your health not to do that. So you have to take control as much as you don't want to. My daughter said, "Mama, will you just behave? Will you be nice?" I said, "Nice girls, people say."
But, I mean, you're on the tail end of all this now.
Yeah.
Because you've got through it all and you're cancer-free.
Yes.
And your hair's grown back.
I had a haircut today. They took at least a centimetre.
I know, and you showed me the photographs, and I said, you know what, that haircut, now where's the hair photograph? Oh, she could make a wig for, what did I say, an ant? Out of the hair that she had cut off.
Nice. Nice.
No, I mean, it's good to have hair, isn't it? Really.
Well, you know, it was interesting not having hair, and then when it grew back, when it was tiny, I dyed it pink. So people just thought it was a funky hairstyle. The challenge was no eyelashes. Now that was challenging.
Yeah, I know, all the eyebrows. Yeah.
So I tell you a story about eyelashes. Can I do that quickly?
Yeah, you can.
So I decided I was okay with no hair. I was okay with no eyebrows. But I was not okay with no eyelashes. That was not a good moment. So I decided to do false eyelashes, blind as a bat. So I've got a mirror that's the magnifier.
But you had nothing to stick them on, too.
You don't need to remind me. So I'm sticking these eyelashes on, and I finally get them on after much pain and suffering.
Do they look good?
Not really. I said to my grandson, "What do you think?" And he said, "They look false, Nana." I said, "That's because they are, darling." I'm driving along in the car, and I can feel this flapping. I've got the window down because I don't have the air conditioning on, and I can feel this flapping. I can see this thing, and I thought, "What is that? What is that thing?" And then I realised it was the eyelash flapping. And then it blew off in the wind, so I got home with one eyelash on and one off.
I mean, crazy how you make those adjustments just to make yourself feel good, but, you know, you shouldn't really worry about that, I guess, if you're going through, you know, something like cancer and all that. You know, you're beautiful. You're beautiful without your eyelashes. You're beautiful without your hair.
You're not, Kel.
You are. You're beautiful.
You're bald.
Yeah, well, you're bald. You're still beautiful. You've got to embrace it. I mean, it's, you know, it's just the way that it's happened for whomever out there. But
I think the doctors, most of the doctors were wonderful. I have to say, I was a public patient most of the time, and I'd have to say I was very lucky. Mm-hmm. And I was very blessed living in this amazing country.
Yeah.
Very grateful.
I know, aren't we? We are so, yeah. It's just wonderful to live in Australia.
It is.
And to all my overseas friends, it is wonderful to live in Australia. So, when I do this show, I usually ask people to leave a little message. And so I've got the microphone down there. If you want to just look over there to the camera and the microphone.
Hello.
And just say there's someone out there going through a situation. They might have just found out that they've got breast cancer, or they've discovered a lump. You know, so what would be something, a message that you would leave them, that you would want to leave them? What's the message for someone out there that's...
It's a really interesting message. First of all, I'd say get mammograms. Don't delay. Mm-hmm. Everybody should do it. And secondly, just have a happy attitude. Have a happy attitude. It's not the end of the world. 97% of women recover from breast cancer.
Oh, wow, that's pretty high, isn't it?
Very high.
Well, that's encouraging.
And I did
those that do.
I did nutrition, and I did the medical route, and I'm very grateful I did both.
And you look fantastic.
Kick ass.
You look fantastic. There's 71. Oh, wow, we want to look this good at 71. So, thank you to all my beautiful, wonderful viewers that tune in every single week and support what I'm doing. Alana Jack, Shireen Lowe, Rhonda White, thank you Rhonda, Debbie O'Donoghue, Kayleen Moore, thanks Kayleen, Kylie Quinn, Denise Martin, Tracy Waddell, Ian Kahn, Jennifer Rowan, Peter Hugo, Margaret Moffat, Mark Beresford, how are you down there in South Australia? Andrew Osborne, Frank Day off, Frank's in hospital as we speak, so...
Well, I used to be a Day, that's my name.
Good luck, Uncle Frank. And Shireen Smith, thank you for joining in. There's just some of the people tonight that have joined in. And like I said, thank you for supporting what we do each and every week. It's just a wonderful thing for you to do for us. So from me, you know, take care. Don't quit. No matter what, don't quit. And you know what? You're going to be okay. So I'll see you next week.